Well, here we are again, cleaning my photo drawer, number 6. I'm not going to do it, but it's, so let's see, put a finger in it, about that deep still, just in mostly 4x6s and like 3x5s. A lot's in here. Grabbing randomly, going forward. A picture from my 27th birthday party, the last birthday I spent in Mobile. Somebody in a wheelchair. I don't know why I had a wheelchair in my house for so long. I had it in Mobile, and I had a wheelchair in, when I first moved to New Orleans, and, oh, dang, my trash can. Oh, dang it, it's so symbolic, but I'm not going to deal with it right now. I'm going to run and get the trash can, I forgot. Oh, a picture of Salamander and a little group it was with Mardi Gras after he left, yeah, that's pretty, I think that's, gotta be like 2006 or 2007, I would guess. Where's Noah? There's Noah. Noah is without a doubt the thickest one, not surprising. And this is obviously Glue the Clown. That's me 1 year at the Easter Parade. It's definitely not the first year I did the Easter Parade. But, is it? It might be the first. Yeah, I think that might be the first year. Yeah, because Alyssa took the big picture of that. No, I'm second guessing my categories at this point. Maybe I should come up with a different category. But, okay, this picture is Halloween. It had to be 1993. It had to be because I had gone to the 1993 Gay and Lesbian March on Washington, and I saw and met a few of the San Francisco Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, and they blew my mind. If you don't know who the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence are, Google it. That's all I can say. And they blew my mind, and they were in a water fountain doing this weird woo-woo spiritual protest thing. So that Halloween, I dressed up as a nun, and my makeup was my attempt to copy Divine's makeup from Pink Flamingos, and as a nun. Halloween, it's got to be 1993. It's got to be. It all adds up. It's got to be Halloween 1993 with Greg Cox and some thing. I think we came to New Orleans that night. We drove to New Orleans to the Ann Rice Ball, I think that happened that night, I think. William from Sarasota, Florida, the guy I shacked up with him for a while when I was working out with Jim. I've got the picture of him in his underwear. I don't really need much more than that. A random cat. But I'm pretty sure that's Jim Faust's cat. I think that may be Miss Mina. No offense, Miss Mina, my great picture of you and Jim's cat. I mean, really, do I need that? Picture of that. I don't know who took this picture. This is, obviously, he sent it to me because Steve Brownfield loves to send me stuff in the mail. And this is a picture of Steve Brownfield sitting in a chair with assorted dolls on him. The dolls are Chucky, Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Wolfman, and there's a jack-o'-lantern between his legs. And on the back it says, Sauce and the Kids at Home. Steve Brownfield, I worked with him at Second Skin, and it seems he came up with it himself, but it stuck, and everybody calls him Saucy. Saucy. Hey, Saucy. I adore you, Saucy. If you ever watch this, I've always adored Saucy. He's such a kind, sweet person, and just, yeah, I adore Saucy. He's one of those, lost them in Katrina. Veronica and John Leon. Wow. I'm surprised my mind brought that up. That's Veronica and John Leon. Veronica actually dated Joey for a while in Mobile. They were together. I don't know where Veronica is now. I don't know anybody who knows where Veronica is. She was a little bit cray-cray. I always liked her. And historically, for the record, Veronica went out with me that first night I dressed in clown, that Halloween night, and it was Veronica who said, "You're like Glitter the Clown." And I was like, I am Glitter the Clown. Those words came from Veronica. Just for the record, it was she who first said, "You're like Glitter the Clown." And I was like, because I had bought this nose, and I wore only that nose for about a decade. I wore no other nose. I'm getting distracted talking. See how that happens? Mobile. I got very stoned before this. I had to reach in. Okay, I've told pictures on previous episodes about, and just William from Sarasota, Florida. This is a picture of me on my 27th birthday party. The house I was living with Jim, and that is Shannon. That's me and Shannon was a friend of mine. We worked at Caligas Photo together. I think it was Caligas. I worked in a few photo labs. I think we worked at Caligas together, and she's the one who introduced me to William, and we came to New Orleans one time as a group trip, and we went to Sarasota, Florida together, and it's a weird little thing when I think back on it, because I never was very that close to her, but we did stuff, and I don't know. Anyway, that's Shannon from Caligas. I think it was Caligas. I think me and Shannon and Tracy worked together. I think I've had this exact same picture yesterday. That's Venus doing a number, the Mr. Macho Man, is it true? And other girls want to come on you. That's Mobile, and Christian and I were backup dancers. There's much better pictures than that one. It's a repeat. It's no doubt a repeat. I've seen that picture with Joy. I should send one to Joy. I clearly should send that picture to Joy. I'm going to leave it out. I'm going to contact Joy and just send her that picture randomly. Why not? It's a it's a shot down on Venus's head, and she's like giving you cleavage, like Venus and nothing but a wig and pantyhose, taken from above, from a bird's eye view. Why? Who took that? I think this might should go in photo career. I think I took that as the one. It was, a throwaway from some of the glamour shots we did for little promotional shots. Photo career. I'm putting in a photo career. I'm all ashamed of that photo career moment, but you can take rolls and rolls of film. Not all of them are good. It's a weird picture, and I gotta keep it. And there was a point in my life when I became obsessed with the Village People's album Renaissance. It was like their 80s album when they tried to become new wave, when the Village People became new wave. And I was working at the photo lab, so I made myself a t-shirt that was the album cover of the Renaissance, the Village People Renaissance. That's a very accidental picture of that shirt, the shirt that I made with the Village People Renaissance cover. If you don't know the Village People's Renaissance album, I recommend you check it out. I can't even remember what's on it right now, but I remember I was obsessed with the Village People's Renaissance album. It was the Village People Go New Wave. Mobile. Going to Mobile, of course. Memories. And when Shannon and William and I all came to New Orleans, that was somebody's friend. I think they also lived in Sarasota. I don't remember the names. Lovely couple. See you somewhere else. This picture, although you can't see it, I know what this picture is, but it's a terrible picture to represent. But when I just said that I had gone to the 1993 Gay and Lesbian March on Washington, and the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence were doing some kind of weird ceremony woo-woo in a public water fountain, and that's what this picture is. But it's from the back, and you can't see what they're doing for the crowd. And I'm ripping it up. It makes me remember that, but I don't need that to remember that. I can remember that. I think I already tore one of these up this episode already. It's from my 27th birthday party. Somebody in a wheelchair. All people's backs. I don't know. Who the fuck is taking pictures? I guess it's me and people I know. Taking pictures of everybody's back. China. In one of China's weird phases. China is, these days she's Wendy. If you see China, don't call her China, call her Wendy. She's an odd one. A slippery human being. And Mobile. But I like her, I like China. Don't know. Clearly in Mardi Gras. It might be a Mobile Mardi Gras. I really don't know. There's a float. There's people. The picture tells no story whatsoever. Moving on. Oh, Salamander. My heart still goes pitter-pat for Salamander. I adore Salamander, and it's a St. Patrick's Day thing. Salamander lived on Magazine Street. When I was young, my mother would tell me about this parade in Mobile. I mean, in New Orleans. When I was living in Mobile, my mother would tell me about the Irish parade in New Orleans, where they threw cabbages and carrots and cans of ham and not ham, but spam. Anyway, random stuff. The stuff that you literally could take it home and make a stew. It'll take a while. So Salamander would always make the stew, have a party, and then we would go catch it. And we would catch laundry baskets full of carrots, canned ham, spam, ramen noodles. Yeah. And my mother never came and saw it. I always, my mother told me about that parade. She's like, there's a parade in New Orleans where they grow cabbages and stuff. And, yeah, she never saw it. I always wanted to take her. I've definitely seen this earlier, in an earlier episode. It's Venus and Joey playing with a slinky in obscene ways. I don't know why, but yeah. And I think Venus is on an inflatable mattress in my the 1314 Ursuline house. This is the same day at least. Salamander that same day with two other people from the St. Patrick's Day parade. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. After I get everything separated, kind of go through the NOLA and re-separate NOLA. I knew her. I don't know her name. I at least talked to her. I was friendly with her. But I can't tell you her name. But I'm keeping the picture because it's a chick with her tits are out, but they're painted. She's dressed like a nun, and her tits are painted like the Virgin Mary with her hands out. Each tit is a Virgin Mary hand. I'm pretty sure that was Mardi Gras. So I'm just going to put in Noah. It almost goes frameable. That's a... Yeah, whoever did that artwork was pretty good. Oh, it's her again. 2 in a row. Same chick. Noah. Same chick. Same outfit. Same painting. Virgin Mary on tits. Yes. This is... 2 of Salamander's friends that he brought. There's so many pictures. Sorry. I struggle to remember your name. Sorry. From the Gretsch Rockin' Cat and Straight Eights. Promotional photos. There's Julie in the front, who was not a part of the band. So it was discussed in length when we were doing it that day, because Julie just happened to be there and she always looked like that. And photo career. And we were just going to do just photos of the 3 guys because they were the band. And I was like, we've got Julie. I realize she's not the band, but she's she's your hot model prop. Take it. Jim Faust and Greg Gibson, the day after they fucked. It was like, my ex-boyfriend from Mobile came over to stay the weekend and of course fucked my best friend. Of course that happens. And then this them sitting at my kitchen table the day after. Of course. Nola. Is there a drama envelope? Drama. Bad picture. It should go in photo career, but I'm just throwing it away. It's a bad one. There's a lot of pictures of that guy, Chris. There's another one. And he never did look very good at looking sexy. See, he's got a finger in his mouth, he's trying to look sexy, not making it there. Never mind. Marcy, of course, if Marcy's in lingerie in a construction site, that's going to go in photo career, obviously. Hot chicks in lingerie in others. Christian laying on the ground. I'm not sure. I think that was a Halloween. I don't know where that ground is. There's Kiri walking by. Christian laying on the ground. Strong Noah. I don't know exactly when that was, but it was in New Orleans, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's Miss C. Not a great picture of Miss C, but I'm obviously going to keep it. Miss C was, I love to say, the first time I walked into my first gay bar, the first face I saw was the face of Miss C. And she was doing a drag number, and she was singing that Edie Brickell song, Me, I'm a part of your circle of friends. And it was like this weird, like walking into the gay bar for the first time was like home for me. Of course, I spent a few decades in the gay bar after that. I don't go to gay bars often. These days, I prefer to hang out outside the gay bar, like on the sidewalk in front of the gay bar. That's where, if I'm going to go out to the quarter, that's where I'll be. This will go in Mobile. I don't know when that picture, that was probably taken, this picture was probably taken in Miss C when I went, the first time I went home after I moved here for my 27th birthday. Christian laying on the ground again in a totally different outfit. In hot Christian laying on the sidewalk in a negligee. Obviously, that's going to go in my photo career. That's part of my photo career there. That's art. Don't know. I think that's probably part of the roll of pictures that Christian took when she went to Canada to get her sex change. I'm pretty sure. I recognize it's like the coloring of that whole roll. And it looks like two people playing music in a mall. Don't care. Ripping it up. Go on. A picture of Lady Carolyn and Greg. Not a great picture of either of them. And I'm hard pressed to say where that is. I'm going to put it in Mobile because I think they may be at Ho John's. I think that might be a picture of Carolyn and Greg at Ho John's. Yeah, that makes sense. This is a picture of Glitter the Clown. This picture was taken the day that I did the birthday party with two Teletubbies. The only time I've ever done a children's party with two Teletubbies. This picture was taken while I was smoking a joint before we left for the party. It was one of the most miserable experiences of my life. Me doing a children's party with two Teletubbies. Sounds like it would be a blast. I'm not going to tell the whole story right now, but it was miserable. Yeah. No children's parties for me. Next. Oh, that goes in Noah, for the record. It's funny, because I remember that I had the hots for him, but I don't remember his name, and I think maybe he was a friend of Alicia's. Not a great picture of him anyway, so trash. Look at me throwing pictures away. This is when, okay, this tattoo, my hurricane tattoo, initially I got tattoos with my friend Cheryl Watley when I was like 13. We gave each other tattoos. And I had J written on this arm, and it always looked like joy. So I got it kind of like redone twice to kind of try to make the J look better. And for a good, probably at least a decade, I just never showed that part of my arm because I was kind of embarrassed by the tattoo. And then I let a friend try to fix it one day who was learning tattoos, and that just made it worse. Eventually, I realized, and I spent a lot of time like, what am I going to put on that? And of course, I was born in a hurricane. I got this in 2001. This is a cover-up of 4 other tattoos. And this is Misha, who fixed my tattoos. I love you, Misha. Thank you. She lives in LA now, and that's the day that she fixed my tattoo. I don't do well at getting tattoos. Although I have 2 tattoos, it was an endurance test for me. I would not like it. I'll have no more tattoos. I only got these because, like I said, this one started at 13. It grew and grew and grew. And then once I got it fixed, it was like so big and bold, I felt I needed to do something to balance it out. But I'm done with tattoos. Don't need any more. Next up. It's a picture of Miss C. And it looks like she's with a porta potty. It's very underexposed. Miss C, you're better than that. That picture is going away. You don't need a crappy picture of you. Aw, it's Salamander in bed. I'm pretty sure I took that picture at, there was a point we were dating. We dated for a little while, Salamander and I. He totally broke my heart. This is like when I was totally in love before Salamander broke my heart. Noah. That's a picture of Salamander on a dance floor. I don't know where. I can't tell where that dance floor is, but here's a Noah. Not a great picture of Salamander, but you know. It's Marcy Little in my apartment, and that's some guy she was dating. I think that was Halloween, and Marcy just got drunk and kept going, Happy Halloween, Happy Halloween, Happy Halloween. And she showed everybody her titties. And I showed her my titties, and she kept saying that. I showed her my titties. She kept talking, she and this boyfriend kept telling the story about how they met. And it was like, and they were drunk, so they kept repeating it. And he was like, I saw her from the room, across the room, and I said, I'm going to fuck that. And she said, and then Marcy would go, and I showed him my titties. And they just kept saying that story over and again. I'm going to fuck that. And I showed him my titties. That was that night. Venus on my bed with, apparently her pants had ripped, and so she spread her legs to make it look more obscene, and that's Joey. She's on an air mattress in my old 13, 14. No, I didn't get the time. I'm going to peek around here because I meant to go 20, 25 minutes, and I'm not even sure where I am now. I didn't set the time. We're at 22 minutes. Okay. I'll do a few more, and then we'll wrap this up. I meant to set a little timer. Pictures of that guy, Chris. You know, little modeling photos we did. Not one of the better ones. I will keep some pictures of Chris, some of the good ones, because there are good ones, but I don't need to keep all of them. Christian in a schoolgirl outfit at an ATM. I don't know where the ATM is, but she's looking beat out of her mind. That goes in Mobile, probably. Probably Mobile. Because, girl, she could not move to New Orleans. I don't know why. Christian, why can't you move to New Orleans? Oh, my heart just dropped. It's not a great picture, but it's my dear departed friend, Henry Ray Ulrich. I met him as Ambrosia Salad, and this picture is Ambrosia doing a drag number at the old Shin Sham Club. I attended every show that Ambrosia did. I thought he was a visionary genius. Not a great picture, but yeah, Ambrosia, and she died, and then he died. I was so heartbroken when he died. I really thought he was going to be like a huge, famous, like world famous star. He just seemed like that. See, I'm distracted. Like I didn't know. Should I win? I can't end with Ambrosia. I got to do something else. Oh, Jill! It's a picture of Jill. Oh, it said something on the back. Jillina Carol Lewis Tombstone Gallant, which means this was 92. So she was married to her second husband then. A very washed out, not a great picture, Mobile. And last one. Let's dig something deep from the back here. Oh! Boy, I got a good one. That's a good one to close on. This is me. I worked at I bartended for 1 year. I gave bartending a shot, and I worked at Rawhide for exactly 1 year. In that year, the week of Halloween, every day leading up to Halloween, I did a different gore wound. And I said it was wound week. and this was the final day. That's gore makeup, and it was made. I made the vision was to look like something had exploded on this side of me. So this whole side is kind of, my face is kind of. I shaved my head. Yeah, it's total gore makeup, and I loved it. It was amazing. It's very good. Look at it. It's gross. And that's going in NOLA. And see, now I'm thinking I need to have a little separate thing for my favorite little makeup looks, like the looks I've done, and just have like, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to continue with this, but I might need to like break down some of these categories even more. Anyway, that's it. Bye, 6. See you later. Bye.